Hello everyone and welcome to our third and last part on Lasker. As I mentioned, we will concentrate more on few of his great games and tournament success. His match in 1921 against Capablanca was nothing really, exciting from Lasker point of view. Capablanca was a real tough cookie, very rarely lost games, and this match was no exception. I mean, to Capablanca's history, he won 4 games, 10 were draws. I mean, some people said Lasker played bad, but for example, I remember reading Kasparov saying that the huge age difference between those two pretty much played a big part in that match, and overall Lasker didn't play that horrible. All right. I want actually to start with something I would say a bit nasty for Lasker, but I was just thinking that, we are always showing those great players, and the more I can tell you that I researched Lasker for this series, the more I'm just astonished how amazing this player is. But before that, this is a game from 1890. Remember, he started playing some tournaments that are recorded in 1889 when he was 20, in his 20s, and in 1894 he already won the world championship that he held for 27 years. Yet, see how he played in 1890. He's black. Okay, we know that it's possible, but not considered the main line, and okay, he's getting into big trouble already. I mean, maybe already lost. I'm just going through this quicker. The game is finished. I don't really care if there's a better move or not at any point. Now, I mentioned that it's not a very pretty game for Lasker, and maybe it is something that I will think to add to my series. Basically, for us amateurs, yes, I'm putting myself in that list these days, just amateurs, seeing how those great ones in history, the greatest ones, have played, can be a little bit encouraging. How they've played some of their worst game, because everyone has this thing, oh man, I don't want to play chess anymore after some game. It happens to everyone. I mean, I think I will dedicate 2-3 minutes of the ugly side of pretty much each great player that I can find some stuff like that. So this was Lasker's one. Okay, now absolutely to his great and brilliant stuff. As a tournament player, I mean, he's absolute to, I would say, astonishing. Maybe without a real parallel that I know at least in history, are his tournaments that he played after losing the World Championship in 1921. I mean, maybe I can compare Karpov in Linares 94, one of the greatest scores in the world, but still, it is, yeah, I mean, that's maybe can be considered, but Karpov was much younger than Lasker in those tournaments and so on. The first one is in New York City in 1924, Lasker being 56 years old, finishing first with an unbelievable score. Unbelievable. I mean, 13 wins, 1 loss, and 6 draws, 16 out of 20, ahead of Capablanca, the world champion, by 1.5 points, Alekhine to be the world champion 3 years after that, Marshall, and the rest of many strong players. And even more astonishing, depends, but maybe is his score in the 1935 tournament in Moscow when he's 67 years old, finishing without a loss. I mean, him and Floor, the tournament winner, were the only one without